Eyewitness News, the news specialist, with Linda Coldiron, Gary Spinell, sports, Jay Cassio, weather. Live from the newsroom in Seattle, KIRO Eyewitness News Update.
It plays like an episode of Dallas. A wealthy aristocrat accused of murdering his wife so he can get her money and run off with his mistress. But it's not make-believe, it's the script for a real-life drama in Rhode Island. Steve Young reports.
Clarendon Court, the von Bulow place, is still box office.
Today, of course, is the home of the von Bulow family, which you may have heard something about in the news recently.
It was here that Martha Crawford von Bulow, her friends called her Sonny, lapsed into an irreversible coma in 1980. Once again, a jury must decide. Did her husband Klaus try to kill her with insulin injections so he could get her money and marry his mistress, or did she cause the coma by taking drugs and alcohol? The first trial of the Danish-born aristocrat lasted 2 months.
The jury finds the defendant, Claus von Bulow, guilty.
Von Bulow was sentenced to 30 years in jail but remained free on $1 million bail, living in his wife's Fifth Avenue apartment. Then his conviction was overturned because the state failed to get a search warrant before testing drugs found in von Bulow's black bag. The first trial unfolded in Newport, the playground of the rich. The retrial will be held in Providence, a working-class town that can hardly wait for the publicity. Once again, von Bulow's chief accusers are his stepchildren who say they seek justice for their mother.
She's serving a life sentence. She'll never open her eyes again or recognize anybody. She'll never talk to her children. She'll never see her grandchildren. What do I want for him? I think he ought to be in jail.
I admit to great fatigue and suffering during the last 3 years, and there are moments when I just wish it would go away. So there's a dichotomy, but I want to get exonerated.
It is likely to be June before the verdict is in. Steve Young, CBS News, Providence.
The final chapter of the Wami massacre begins tomorrow. Attorneys will make their opening statements in the trial of Tony Ng, the third suspect in the killings. 2 other men have already been convicted in the slayings of 13 people at the Wami gambling club.